I think for a lot of people with disabilities, you close doors for yourself before you even get there. And so for a program like this, it's really, I think, the most valuable aspect of it, beyond the films themselves, is the instilling in the students the notion that you can make a film, you can tell your story, and people will want to hear that story because it actually speaks to something universal.
When you see them get it, that spark of knowledge, that excitement that people get when they're creating, there's nothing like it.
Media is a currency for communication. We're here to give those tools to a new generation.
This wasn't recess, this wasn't finger painting, it was production.
VSA has been leading the way for decades, and we approach VSA with the concept, let's teach people with disabilities how to make films.
A project like this is really crucial, especially as a high school student, that you're able to interact with people you wouldn't normally see.
I feel we're different, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, hey, there's 1 billion people on the planet, we're bound to be different anyways.
We had 2 people in wheelchairs. We had 1 person on crutches. We had 2 people that had autism. We had 4 people that were developmentally disabled. And we had 1 partially blind. So we had the gamut of what you can be in terms of disabled.
When I play Uno with my friends, I like to make the game fun and exciting by playing around with them.
The reason I make this movie because I want everybody to feel happy. And the movie called Sense of Humor. When you look at me, you don't know that I have sense of humor.
The team leaders were all great at helping their team members access their skills, get the creativity going, working with each other, but also showed them they all had different disabilities, whether it be hearing impaired or eyesight or physical, but it just showed that it didn't matter if, we all have disabilities, we all have abilities, and we can do anything as long as we're giving the right equipment and the learning process and there's someone there to help, and we can end up helping each other.
I never personally just worked with people with disabilities before in this capacity. And it was challenging for me because filmmaking is a challenging occupation. It's challenging to learn it, it's challenging to engage in it, and it's certainly going to be challenging to teach it.
I'm afraid of being in a deserted area by myself. When I say deserted, I mean I'm afraid of being in a busy area when it's completely empty. Sometimes it was a little bit stressful, when it was crunch time and we're trying to finish and we're trying to meet our deadlines. Yeah, especially because I remember the tension you feel when it was everyone trying to finish their film on time.
The 2 twins, it was also great to meet them because obviously they're very similar, but their projects turned out to be very different and both very inspiring about art and fear of being alone.
Normality together in harmony for me to enjoy. The pictures let me show my weirdness and my quirkiness to the world.
I was just simply amazed at the transformation that took place, not so much even in my own daughter, but within all the participants. Everybody was sharing just joyfully and truthfully, and it was a very, very moving experience.
When these kids came on that last day and they saw each other's work, and then they saw their own work, and they saw people laughing and crying and clapping and responding to what they had to say, no matter how simple and basic they thought it was, They saw the power of their authentic voice. Telling the truth about yourself is okay.
Really, for me as a teacher, and I've taught a long time, it was challenging, but it can be done. You know, there has to be worked on. But as a first time, I was surprised that we got everything done, and you know, because it's a miracle when you got everybody to finish their project in a short period of time.
This is a multimedia, interdisciplinary, hands-on initiative, and it's never been done before. And here, not only did we break ground, but we broke boundaries.
Thank you, USA! Take two.